The Changelog session is going to begin in the next 5 minutes. We have Jay Kwon, CEO of Cosmos, presenting next. If you don't want to miss it, come get around here.
Questa è la tesi
Hello, good afternoon Singapore. It is 3 minutes to 2 p.m. and we will be starting the next Changelog session here at Investation 2019 with Jay Kwon, CEO and co-founder of Cosmos. He will be bringing you all the latest updates, insights. So if you don't want to miss it, come join us right here at the Changelog stage. We are also broadcasting it all live, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. If you have friends, share it with them. Twitter at CoinGecko. See you.
adesso un po' alla volta calma la quello mi sono prima di stare di arrivare a venire in azienda perché così sono sicuro e anche tutti gli altri. Ecco, attenzione, lo sai soltanto tu, scusami. Sì, ascolta, sì, no, Alessio è importante, lo sai solo tu. Io te ne ho parlato solo con te, cioè loro non sanno che io so sta storia, sia chiaro. Cioè. Oh, hold on, my God, I'm so happy to see you today. How are you? How are you? So cool. But you know what? Today we're going to be here, and I know you're going to be there. You're going to be there as well. And tonight, I'm going to catch up with you at like the conference now. So after we talk a bit, good luck, we'll be here. Minute couple of days. Sì. Mi ha appena abbracciato, mi ha appena struccato. No, guarda, sono contentissimo di...
All right, it's time now. So today we have a very special guest who flew all the way in from San Francisco to Singapore to present the latest update on Cosmos. So we have Jay Kwon, CEO and co-founder of Cosmos, founder of also the Tenderly Foundation, and he's going to come in and share some of the updates and roadmaps on what's coming for Cosmos. So I'll let Jay Kwon take it away. Thank you. We have applause for Jay Kwon.
We've got 20 minutes of presentation and then 10 minutes of Q&A. So if you have any questions, please hold them and then we'll get to it. Thanks everyone. Can you hear me? Everyone can hear me? Okay. Alright, so this is our, I guess, time to kind of give an update on how things have been. And there's a lot of good news. I like this image because it's got a rocket, and like Tenderly started because it was inspired by a white paper funded by DARPA, of all organizations, for Byzantine fault-tolerant missile systems. So, crazy stuff. But that's how it started. In 2014, Tenderly was founded to create a consensus engine, it's a BFT engine. Ultimately to create proof of stake, but also to run non-proof of stake blockchain systems as well. And now I'm going to show some slides about the progress of Tendermint, which is pretty fantastic. But as you all know, or maybe some of you know, Tendermint Core is the open source Tendermint BFT engine. And then in 2016, 2 years later, we published a white paper on using Tendermint to create a network of blockchains in order to solve the scalability and interoperability problem for the blockchain crypto system. And that was in Shanghai, 2016. Soon after that, we had a fundraiser to create this Cosmos network. This is a really beautiful picture, kind of depicting what we are trying to create, which is a network of blockchains all connected to each other. So the progress for Cosmos has been great. In 2018, we held the Game of Stakes incentivized testnet program. It was the first of its kind, where we had over 200 participants, strangers from the internet, all run together, launching a testnet all together. And it was really amazing to see this decentralized launching of a blockchain using BFT consensus, which had never been done at that scale before. And that was a success. And soon after that, so this is the Game of Stakes logo. Soon after that, we launched the Cosmos Hub. So the Cosmos Hub it's powered by Tendermint. It's intended to be connected to all these blockchains to enable token interoperability by allowing you to two-way peg tokens from one blockchain to another by going through the Cosmos Hub. And I'll tell you more about that, but here's sort of a nice image. This is Cosmos Hub. So, okay, why? More like how. How is Cosmos great? So I'm going to show you some things that show our progress, just to see where we are today with Cosmos. Another beautiful picture. So first of all, proof of stake is gaining market cap traction. So this year, between Cosmos launching and today, it's already, the proof of stake market cap is going up. The scale is obviously skewed, but the point is it's going up. However, there's a more interesting slide here. Tendermint now powers 40% of all proof of stake blockchains. That's a pretty significant number here. So what this means is that there's a lot of blockchains being created today, and they obviously don't have a lot of market cap yet because they're still in the proof of concept or launching stages. But what this shows is that the new blockchains that are running proof of stake tend to choose Tendermint. And so we're seeing, at least on our side, a lot of projects picking up Tendermint and the Cosmos SDK and others, and publicly, saying that they will connect to the Cosmos Hub. So, what else do we have? We have an active validator community. I think we have some validators here. But what we're also finding is that, not only do we have a fantastic set of validators that are, essentially running and operating and making decisions for the Cosmos Hub, it's already, basically a massive DAO with a proper governance system, and there's an upgrade coming along for Cosmos as well. But this community is becoming the de facto proof of stake community. It's like when there's a new blockchain that wants to be launched, they go to the Cosmos Hub validators in order to hire validators for their blockchain. So the Cosmos Hub is becoming this Schelling point center for proof of stake validation activity. There's a lot of overlap with Tezos as well, but there's more validators that are active in Cosmos. Well, I think that's arguable, but in a way, that's certainly true. Okay, and there's over 100 projects building on Cosmos and Tendermint. So here are some. The biggest one that we know is Binance, and then Cosmos, there's Iris, and there's a lot of other blockchains building on Cosmos as well. We won't go through all of them, but if we go to cosmos.network/ecosystem or dapps.zone, you'll see more. And the Cosmos and Cosmos SDK is it's still leading in terms of blockchain projects. So if you go to GitHub, you can see our activity for the Cosmos SDK. There's a lot of activity there. What else do we have? Okay, so here's our roadmap. So we launched the Cosmos Hub. Transfers were enabled. we made bug fixes. Now, supply module link query, induction factor. So this is all about to happen. Cosmos Hub 2 is about to launch, and we also have along the way, split out the SDK and the Gaia repos. There's better organization, co-organization. Gaia is a program that ultimately runs the Cosmos Hub. We have governance parameter changes, so you can actually change parameters automatically by having a governance proposal pass through on the Cosmos Hub. We have better interfaces. We have just more features. Okay, so this is already happening. And what's coming? This is happening in terms of software. But what's happening in terms of software now that we're developing is, of course, IBC. IBC is short for inter-blockchain communication. It's kind of like TCP/IP, but between blockchains, and it's sort of the magic sauce that allows the Cosmos ecosystem to solve the scalability problem of blockchains. Because by having secure communication between two blockchains, you can solve a lot of problems. So think TCP/IP for blockchains. So on-chain upgrades, there's a lot of features that are coming up. I think, let's see, interesting ones. There's a WASM module that's being worked on, Uniswap module as well, EVM module, and NFT module. So all of these are going to be components. Here's some more milestones. The Interchain Foundation has funded a lot of projects. There's more funding that's coming along the way, and we just came up with a new idea for funding that needs to happen today, just before this talk. So there's a lot happening, and it's also becoming more decentralized. So we'll see more parallels going on in the future as well. There's more development in terms of alternative SDKs. So Tendermint it's a language-agnostic blockchain engine, and using binary protocol, kind of like Apache Web Server talks to WordPress via CGI, you can plug in any framework or any application or any language. So Foam and Kadena are collaborating in creating a Haskell SDK to be running on Tendermint, which means you'll be able to create blockchains in Haskell and connect to the Cosmos SDK as well. What else is going on? In the future, there's going to be Tendermint and IBC implementations in Rust. There's some of that work starting to happen, and there's also other teams building Tendermint things, Tendermint in Rust as well. So there's a lot of Rust activity that's going to start consolidating soon. And in the future, we also want to focus on full verification to ensure that Tendermint and all these softwares are correct. So that's going to be an ongoing focus for the Interchain Foundation. All right, what else is upcoming? More things are upcoming. IBC, so we just talked about this. It looks like I didn't review my slides. There's some duplicate material, that's fine. IBC is short for inter-blockchain communication. We're doing the Go implementation now. It's happening with Allenbits, which is basically the Tendermint company. It's doing business as Tendermint, but the legal name is Allenbits. The Interchain Foundation, Agoric, which is a fantastic project that's building secure ECMAScript smart contract systems by the original person who wrote much about smart contract systems and so on decades ago, was finally building all this on the blockchain. And Binance. So these companies are collaborating to create IBC. What IBC is, so this is sort of a technical schematic, but basically, let's see. So you want two blockchains to communicate to each other securely, the way this image doesn't really explain it very well. So I'm going to skip this one, but I can explain it. So the very simple way to explain IBC and how it works is we consider a protocol that allows your phone to securely verify, say, the last block hash of the blockchain. In order to do that with Tendermint, you need the block hash, and then you need the signatures from 2/3 or more validators, so you can prove that this block hash has been committed. And then from there, you can have a Merkle proof down to packing that that's stored in the application state on blockchain. And if you have that, which is a short piece of data, you can actually submit that as a transaction on another chain. So you've got chain A here, and you can produce the proof that there exists a packet outbound for chain B by having this commit with signatures and a Merkle proof. A relayer is required to relay that data and submit it in the blockchain of blockchain B, and someone has to pay a fee. So there's more details on how to make fees work, but there's various ways to do it. But that's basically the idea. And then in that way, you can have two different applications on two different blockchains communicate with each other. Alright, so we have the IBC specification, which is done, and we are implementing now IBC. And the next stage after that is kind of like how we had game of stakes. We're going to have game of stakes about the not here, but blockchains. Bringing it to Cosmos. Yeah, the goal of Ethermint is to have EVM module in the SDK that supports Web3. It's a proof of concept, but we're going to improve it for 2.0, have another test net, and then we'll have some fun experiments. That's what's meetup. So here's the URL, meetup.com, Cosmos Singapore. Another QR code there. I hope to see you there. I think this is the first meetup, the inaugural Singapore meetup. Yeah. And that's it. That's our update. Thank you very much. If you want more information, follow us on if you want to. And it's a short. transactions worth of fees. And that's going to be true for each direction on each chain. So, like, if you want to peg token and transfer pegging, so that any fees are subsidized, or maybe it's just easier, maybe there's better ways to make it work across chains. So we have, I'm not really sure how it's going to work. It's really
because obviously there's proof of stake rewards, but how do you, in that IBC, in that like blockchain connection and interoperability, how do you see the utility of your Atom token to play like that?
very many transactions on the hub yet, but over time, and with shared security, so in other words, the Cosmos Hub validates blockchains. This is not investment advice. That's all the stuff we talked about before. I'll say one thing, which is when it comes to thinking about the blockchain, I think the state
Hi Jay, thanks for the presentation. Being a zone very about what's going
projects that are building testnets and stuff, so I think it'd be fun to try to get all of them engaged too, but I don't know what the status is on thinking that through. I think we do a better job.
Another question. So, as observer from the space, looking at the list of validators, I do see validators that are giving up, for instance.
Zero fees. But I think what will happen is either by redelegation or by social or by solve, and we're keeping an eye on it.
is going to be able to sort of like the killer app for Cosmos where more developers can pop in and build maybe something like Compound or stablecoin or things like that. What do you see that there are other use cases for
first and foremost. There are some, for example, like there's TBTC, which they publicly announced that they will be, like Cosmos. So, yeah, please stay tuned. We definitely want to see more DeFi. I think it's very important. There are definitely other applications that are not DeFi. The important one.
Okay, maybe last question from my side is, so with the advent of Polkadot launching soon and giving 2.0 as well, how you guys are approaching it. Maybe you can share your thoughts on that too.
So that was comparing like Cosmos versus Polkadot.
Polkadot and giving 2.0.
They're 2.0. Cosmos Hub that it wants to solve, first and foremost, is token pegging. In other words, it is about finance. It's a piece of plus finance. That's why focusing on finance, I think that may give Cosmos an edge in terms of developing the ecosystem. And then once we have that, simultaneously, we're going to stack to build. We would love in the best case, we also see that we find our niches and we try.
So kind of being the more open approach to things where any blockchain should connect to the Cosmos Hub. So you have for now
ContentOS. It's right now it's listed on Binance.com. August 3rd, we just first launched on Binance.com. As well as 2 days ago, we've been listed on the Gate.io. And Content's project was started from last April, so it's already 1 year and a half. That's my a little bit background introduction. I got 10 years experience in the as a developer, plus 3 years in the content creation business. Previously, I was working on one of the largest Android utility app called CoinMaster, as well as the LiveMe, that's a mobile live streaming app in the US market. So this is our testnet. We already launched our testnet on March 27th this year, and until now we got the 5th generation of testnet live right now, and our mainnet is supposed to be launched on this month. Right now, our daily active user on chain is over 7,000, and our daily transaction is over 50,000. If you consider as a testnet, it's a remarkable achievement. if you, of course, if you compare with other mainnet, it's small, it's a still trivial result right now. But the maximum TPS right now we can achieve is over 5,000. This is our GitHub address. If you are a developer, welcome to take a look. We open source everything right now. And the purpose of ContentOS is actually a chain, not just hosting all the content, but also all type of content behavior data. This is the most valuable part. Why? This is the existing content industry. We have a creator. Every kind of creator, for example, video creator, live stream creator, article creator, they contribute their content to the centralized platform, such as YouTube or Steam, or Steam is decentralized. YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. In the meantime, they get revenue share. That they also get the popularity because they get attention from the audience. And the other side, we have all kinds of audience. They contribute their engagement data. For example, like their viewership, their likes, their comment, their CTA, call to action. All this kind of data, they contribute into the platform. In the meantime, they get satisfaction. They get knowledge, they get pleasure from content, all this kind of things. And who wants this kind of engagement data? The advertiser. So if you take a look at like YouTube or any kind of centralized content platform, advertiser is the people who pour in the real money into this ecosystem. Without advertiser, there will be no actual value connection outside this content ecosystem. So advertiser, they contribute their fiat currency into the content ecosystem. Then in exchange, they get a potential customer, which is those audience. In here, we see the centralized platform play the important role because they use an algorithm to control everything. They control how you can distribute your content, you can control how you can monetize your content. So what's the problem? All this engagement data is very important. For creator, they can use those data to better understand their audience. They will understand how audience love and how to adjust their content creation strategy. In the meantime, advertisers also really want this kind of data because they will get a better understanding how to acquire potential customer. So these data are actually gold mine for all centralized content platform. They will never easily disclose or give away those data. But the problem is, even today, you can see on the page, you can see, for example, on YouTube, you can see how many people view the video, how many people click the likes, or how many people share. But you never know when this data are produced, what kind of precondition when they produce, and does it be altered, does it be changed after they produce? So all this kind of data become, the transparency becomes the problem. What's the problem? Last year, take Facebook as an example. Last year, they got a kind of complaint from all the advertisers. They think Facebook actually manipulate all this kind of behavior data. They charge more than they're supposed to. And for YouTube, they change the partnership program all the time. Last year, they raised the bar to allow small amount of creator be eligible to get the revenue share. So this kind of data they control, and they can use this data to control how they're going to distribute the revenue. So lack of trust is due to the absence of data transparency in today's content business. Without the trust, there will be never a really true, fair content production, distribution, and monetization. So you can see the power of blockchain, the technology of blockchain actually can play an important role here. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the largest decentralized content ecosystem and allowing global content creators freely produce, transact, distribute, and monetize their content, and really return all the right back to the content creator and those people who make the positive contribution to the content ecosystem. So you may ask me, this is something you heard before. Yes, a lot of people trying to do the same things for the past few years, but most of them never pull this off. Why? Because they lack three important ingredients, but we do have those ingredients. Firstly, you have to have a content creator, because if you build a content blockchain, you have to have content. And where you get the content, there's only two sources. The first source is you get all the content created to build. We call UGC, user-generated content. The other part is you get the production house to help you to build. For example, those movie producer, we call PGC, production level produced content. Today we have more than 1 million content creators worldwide work with us. Those creators right now producing live streaming photos and the videos content through the products. So this comes to the second important part. If you build a content blockchain, you have to have product. Otherwise, people will directly. We got 3 products work with us right now. Plus, we also have our own website to hosting and to help creators contribute the content. I will go through this in the next slide. The third one is you have the large potential users, because today, let's say all the blockchain user plus worldwide probably a couple of million of probably tens of million, but compared with the human population, it's still very small fraction. If we want to really land the blockchain technology become massive adoption, you have to figure out the right way how the general public accept this technology and really access your product. So we have large amount of potential users already out there. So these 3 products we start with. The first one is LiveMe. That's a live streaming app. You can download anytime if you want from App Store or Google Play right now. It's like the #1 mobile live streaming app in the US right now. It has more than 13 million monthly active users, not just download, monthly active users worldwide. The second is the video app. That's have 5 million monthly active users worldwide. The third one is the largest one, the Photogrid. It has more than 14 million monthly active users worldwide. It has more than 100 million downloads on just Google Play today. So if we combine all this, we can actually cover more than 60 million monthly active users worldwide right now. This is all potential users we can have. And this is a relationship between the dApps user and the blockchain. In the bottom part, we have our blockchain. It's a blockchain that's designed specifically for hosting today and tomorrow content business. We have the consensus mechanism called SABFT that's based on PBFT, and we also have a smart contract template which help the global content creator do the business. And on top of that, we have these products, LiveMe, Cheese, and Photogrid. Plus, we have a Post TV that's a kind of decentralized YouTube already out there and having millions of users run every month. And on top of that, we have a different type of content creators in the audience to use all this product and contribute the content. So our mainnet will be launched 2 weeks later. So that will be September 25th this year. So I'll be looking forward to see this, how it works. But compared with many other project teams, after mainnet launch, most of the projects struggling to find a user, dApp service, create valuable things. We don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about is how we're going to convert those millions of users start using our mainnet, which is something we start working on back April when we launched our testnet. So what we have done for the past 1 year, the important thing we have done is education. Just like I mentioned, we have all those massive potential users. How are we going to educate them, convince them to start giving a try about this new technology? We use all contents. All those content creators worldwide, they are helping us to build the content, explain what's the token, how it works inside their creation, inside their video, and use this to ask as a way to teach their fans and the users they're supposed to give it a try. The second part is we'll work with some large website. For example, in Taiwan, we'll work with Yahoo website to build the blockchain show and let the ordinary people can give it a try to watch this live streaming show. Then in the meantime, they can participate the live streaming answering quiz. All these kind of things they can start understand what's blockchain, and in the meantime, they will be able to earn the tokens. The third part is we're also partnered with a lot of conference. We are the exclusive live streaming partner this year in New York Consensus. So throughout that 3-day event, we live streaming all the kind of broadcasting, the interviewing from New York and broadcast worldwide. So we have a lot of audience out there. Regular users start using our platform to watch consensus and understand what's going on in the latest blockchain technology. And in the meantime, in the middle of this year, the other conference was called Asia Blockchain Summit. I'm not sure how many of you joined this conference. We also are the exclusive live streaming partner to live stream all the interviews from that event. Just like this screenshot, we live stream they interviewed CZ during that event. So the other part very important is if you want to educate with a massive regular user, what's the best strategy? Instead of content, gamification way is also the best way to educate massive users. So on Pulse TV, that's our website. We're building a lot of gamification way. We allow user to use a token to play several different type of tasks. In the meantime, they can also complete certain things and will be eligible to earn the tokens. The other part is in Cheese. That's video app, really popular among the teenager. So we're also building the cost consumption scenario inside this product. People, those kids, can easily play with the product feature. Then in the meantime, they will need the cost. So they have to build the content or to make the positive contribution inside the product that they will be able to get the tokens. So what's the key mission for this year? I think the key mission for us right now is building the bridge. Because we have so many wonderful technology happen every day in the blockchain industry. But the problem is how we're going to make the massive adoption, how we're going to make it useful for the real user, how we're going to create something that's really meaningful for them. The first part is, Pulse TV is a video sharing website, but it also have a responsibility to help all the dev develop team to acquire users. Just like I've mentioned, we have a large amount of users. We think it's not just only for us. We can help all the dev developer to acquire users. So we work with like Mick Tsai and also Harmony team to help them to drive users to use their products and the dApps. In order to get the promotion from Pulse TV, you can just have few of us CS token staking. Then we will help you to get the spot on this website and help you to get promotion. For puzzle game, that's built by Harmony team. They have a kind of trial version, so users when they watch the video and understand how it works, in the meantime, with an easy click, they can start playing this game. For example, at Mick Tsai, they build a hyperstand. That's a really cool game, by the way. They also have this trial version. We help them to drive users, more than 10,000 users within 1 month to user acquisition campaign. We also invite our content creator to build a gamification, a content to educate users what the game look like. The second part is the photo grid. We already start promoting this app in Brazil. Brazil is like a large population market, and in South America, they also really love to see Bitcoin adoption. So in the July 22nd, we worked with tens of thousands of Brazil photo creator with photo grid. You can experience when you upload photos, you will be able to get reward. That's called COS reward. So within that just 2 weeks, we have some creator earn more than $1,000 worth CS token by just posting few, probably 10 photos within that period. And in the meantime, photo grid, everything here is already uploaded to the testnet. So if you download photo grid today, you can actually experience how it works on our testnet. You can check all the contribution calculation on our testnet Explorer. So that's the other thing we are working with a global photo creator. And the third one is not just photo creator, we're also helping the global other type of content creator. In photo grid, we have the photo content mining, and also in the Vietnam, in the past month, we start helping a lot of small business.
So before we start, and if it's not on the block blockchain are the contents that
now. Testing the code. For example, if you want, you will be to that's the every into this war you controversial code says so right now if you show party in also then way to decide to remove this or not the really so it's like this future possibly what's your some people who they will for the mic we system or we don't they will be final group like the artificial filter out those who don't want to see controversial community. Ever they judgment true right.
second question
Let's say we have to face it. Today's decentralized technology cannot power live streaming or video distribution. They can do that, no problem. But you have to imagine one thing. You want to serve your content for the worldwide user. Even people watch consume the token and to use the decentralized storage. So that would be like an option for developer.
thank you very much. I have question number 3. Sorry if I took too much time. How has
for example, I'm a creator. After I earn COS, I want to free exchange to Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB. I'm supposed to have a one easy way. If you want to go yeah, we will think this. We so I think the major advantage
So the question here from the live stream is, in many blockchain projects, the concern is that when people get your convert it to actually hold
inside the blockchain. We have, just like I mentioned, our consensus mechanism is BFT, which requires 21 block producer. In order to elect this block producer, you use a COS and staking. For this part, we believe in the future for advertisers, they want to promote their content or make the business deal with the content creator. That will be kind of for COS.
Can buy with the points or with the rewards. So what sort of product features it can be spend more points?
Okay. Right now in Cheese, you can actually original feature. To leverage the in-app purchase system in the App Store or Google Play, it will require you to finish a lot of different type of things. For example, you have to upload your company information. Big developer, but for small.
So yeah, when we talked about how
Yeah, so as a live streaming developer, I probably still want to leverage like AWS or those facility, CDN, all this type of things to help distribute the content. So streaming development.
we shall take a short break before we continue with Maker.